Good day, everybody. This is the Ecclesiarch here, back with some more Warpforge, and I am finally delivering Ghazghkull because I finally managed to get him. And you guys have been requesting a deck for him ever since the changes dropped. So I'm going to show you the type of Ghazghkull deck that I am playing right now. So I've been playing him like up in the top 50, now we're like the 20th place, and we're gonna see how well we are going to be doing against the other players. Now I'm gonna be telling you some of the matchup experience that I've had, what was difficult, what was rather easy, and so on. But in any case, let's take a look at the deck first. So the type of Ghazghkull that I'm gonna be playing is not an aggro Ghazghkull deck. It's more of a tempo Ghazghkull that looks to use the fact that Ghazghkull can keep up his tempo by dropping grots like every single turn for free, right? Well, not for free, for 2 energy, but without wasting any cards. So we're going to be trying to use that fact to our advantage, just keep the tempo flowing, keep the damage going, the board control, and go to some very nice mid to late game options. So obviously we have Makari the Grot, and I don't think I need to explain why this is very important. Apart from being a very strong legendary, you also get the fact that you always have grots for it to support with its AoE ability. So this is like a #1 pick, as always, for any orc deck. Now, you might be surprised that I have a green horde here, or rather maybe surprised because I have 1 copy. Now, the thing is, a lot of Ghazghkulls nowadays don't play the green horde, and I can absolutely understand why. Unlike Grok the Face Ripper, he doesn't have the ability to draw cards on demand, right? So he's much less consistent when it comes to his green hordes. So sometimes this card might end up dead in your hand for a long time when you play Ghazghkull, unless you get the necessary cards from your deck. So I believe that like the Swarm aggro Ghazghkull is a little bit inconsistent compared to the tempo one, but however, I still choose to have 1 copy of Green Horde, simply because I got stuff like Storm Boys here, I got Makari the Grot here, I got things by like, where is it? Let me see. Devcopter right here, because it can also be really good with Devcopter if you drop 3 of these bad boys in the late game, because without the Green Horde you need 12 energy to do that, but with the Green Horde you're going to need only 9 energy to drop 3 of these bad boys, and on top of that you can use it for other things like spanners and burner boys and knobs and so on. And if your conscience allows you to, you could always use it for a Makari infinite combo, which we are not going to be doing today because I think that it's a little too abusive and it does not demonstrate the power of the deck at all. Now we also have the Prophet of the Wa. That is because we have a couple of crucial tactics here, like double Will of Gork and no Mocking About for hard removal, as well as Rock Invasion for late game, right? Now getting your no Mocking About and Will of Gork might be super important, because right now you might be facing a lot of chaos that can overbuff their troops, and you can face a lot of Tyranids, and against Tyranids no Mocking About is super important, and it's also one of the main reasons why the orcs do so well against the Tyranids. We also have the Gretchen mob as a front line option, but on top of that, one very interesting thing that I decided to include is Pyromaniacs. Now I did mention like long ago that this was a crap tier legendary. However, the thing is, now that there's a lot of Ghazghkulls around, plus the fact that you can always have grots on the board, actually makes it worth it, because you can get a lot of value out of this, especially in a mirror matchup against another Ghazghkull. So certainly something you want to include. I have 1 Shooter Boy just to support my Gretchens that I basically drop every single turn. I don't think we need 2, because once again we're not playing aggro. We have Double Spanner, and Double Spanner is going to be great for buffing your Devcopter, buffing your War Bikers, buffing your Boomdaka Snazwagons, your Rocket Truck Squig Buggies. So there's a lot of things that your Spanners can pretty much do, and if nothing, it's just a 3 energy 3/4, which is always nice. Also, they combo pretty well with the Burner Boy. Now I do have 1 Burner Boy here because it tends to be a dead card unless you have like Spanner or Mech Boy Gazmek. So I do suggest that you run 1 of these guys, but if you're feeling lucky enough, maybe you can drop 2. Of course, the Orc Knob is here because of that flank. We got 1 copy of Veteran Storm Boy just for combo with the Storm Boys as well as removal flank. And we have the Archel Gurk because this is like a free win most of the times against the Eldar, so why the hell not, right? Now, as for our counterattack, we defensive cards. We both have the vehicle one and the grot one, and it's really going to depend on the matchup that we're going to face, and I'm going to tell you based on the matchup what we are going to do. And of course there's also Propagili over there. Now my experience with the matchups has been such, so the Ultramarines and Chaos have not been a problem for the most part. However, a good Chaos player has been problematic. A couple of times I had to face some good Chaos players. And the thing is, since this is a tempo mid-range deck, with some flavor of late game, it doesn't suffer as much against Chaos as your typical aggro orc would. Tyranids are usually a very easy matchup unless you make some mistakes, because you have great answers to whatever they want to play. It can still be dangerous if there is a good Tyranid player, obviously. Necrons are quite tricky. If you face against the Scarab Necron, you're most probably gonna lose, because from what I'm seeing, a Scarab Necron with a good opening usually beats you, unless you can deal enough damage or control the board enough for them to not be able to get their fuel going, but that is usually not the case. Against Emotech, I would say it's like 50-50, really depends on how it goes. And when it comes to the Eldar are always an interesting matchup. However, like the Archelgur can really put a hurt on the Eldar, because as soon as you drop this, they usually have to commit like a Wailing Doom or something just to remove this. Okay, now we're gonna go and we're gonna see how well we can do. And my suggestion is just do not underestimate the Spanners, because the Spanner buff can be absolutely insane, especially if you manage to buff like your Devcopter or something like that with HP. It usually gets like really crazy. Now you could even choose to run some Grot tanks because of that. And Ghazghkull can be pretty good at handling the Spanner, simply because he always has the Grots on the board that can really help you just do a surprise vehicle push. Like if you get the vehicle counterattack that reduces the cost by 2, you can just do a surprise Warbiker that you buff like crazy, and it can be pretty good. Now, this is a mirror matchup, and we are going first. Since we're going first, we do not get to choose the counterattack. Now, Gretchen Mob can be really good, as well as the Orc Knob is going to be pretty good here, because we need to wrestle the board control from him. So I'm going to only swap the Veteran Stormboy. We did get the Green Horde. Oh, it's the #1 place. Okay. So this is the guy who is at place #1. Interesting. This is pretty interesting. Okay. Let's see what kind of deck that this guy is playing, right? Okay, just a typical start with the towers and whatnot. Now, the thing that we definitely need to do here is we take this out, and, you know, we could drop a Gretchen Mob here, but here's the thing. If I drop the Gretchen Mob, he just clears the whole board. So what I'm gonna do is, because he buffs the Grots and he's gonna do that, so what I'm gonna do is this. So I'm just gonna take this out, not to waste my Gretchen Mobs just like that. He's still going to buff his Orcs, obviously. But this time, now I can drop the Gretchen Mobs, simply because this time he doesn't have enough Grots to fully clear the board. So that is what I've been looking for. We do have Mech Boy Gazmech, however not enough mechs right now in our hand to simply abuse it. Ooh, Scorcha, okay. Interesting. Now, you know what? Should we drop Gazmech here? You know what? Let's drop Gazmech and let's see what... if we can get a no mocking about right out of him, like very soon, it could be pretty good. Or a Warbiker maybe, doesn't matter. Like anything that he is forced to waste is gonna be pretty good. Oh, a Snazwagon, okay. I think he misplayed there a little bit. He could have gone melee and still take it out with the Warlord. Here's the interesting part. Next time we do have Archel Gurk, but let's start from the Storm Boy. We don't want to waste our Burna. That's going to be very good for when he swarms the board. The Green Horde right now is kind of dead in our hand, but if we get a Deathcopter later on, it can be pretty dangerous, so... Oh, Rocket Rock Squig Boogie. We're gonna first try to make a chain reaction. If it doesn't work, then I have a play. Oh yeah, it works. Now, we could drop Archel Gurk. Yeah, probably we want to drop Archel Gurk. If he has no Mocking About, he has no Mocking About. If he doesn't, he'll have to waste the Will of Gork. If he doesn't even have that, then he is screwed. But I doubt that he doesn't have it because he's got 8 cards in his hand, so chances are pretty low that he doesn't have one. But we will see. This is the guy at the first place, by the way, so I do want to see what kind of a deck he is playing and how it differs from mine. Oh, he didn't have it. Really? Interesting. Very interesting. He didn't have it. That is certainly something I did not expect. In which case we just do this and we drop this. Doesn't he have any hard removal in his deck? Like what? Scorcha? Fair enough. Orc Boys. Slagas. I'm a little bit confused right now, but is what it is. You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna do a funny move. I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do this. This is a weird situation, honestly. I don't get it. Not sure what kind of deck my boy is playing here, but I'm glad that we beat him. I think he just got obscenely unlucky with his hand. That's the first place guy, right? Yeah, that's the first place guy. So, where are we now? We're at 20. Right below Cube Cotton. Okay. Let's go for the next game then, boys. Hope for something else other than another mirror. A mirror match is interesting, but not as interesting as some other matches. I'm just praying that there's no Scarabs on the ladder right now, because it's like... it's the most difficult thing that we can get ourselves into. And on top of that, it's usually very uninteractive, and it's kind of not fun fighting it. I mean, Ghazghkull is not fun to fight too, so like not my place to say it. And here it is. Here's the Scarab boy. That is very bad. I think Gretchen Tower is the way to go here, because we want to have as many bodies on the board as we can. However, that Scarab deck is scary. If he's playing a Scarab deck, of course. There are chances of him playing a consistency control Oricon, but I kind of doubt it. Okay, gentlemen, so step 1. You don't forget to always do the greatest war boss first, and then do the Gretchen Tower. And we're gonna go aggro like crazy, because that's one of the win conditions that we can actually pull. just finish him off before it gets out of control. However, chances of that are not too high. Okay, hyperlogical strategist. All right. Okay, there's no Scythe Assault coming next turn, so I'm gonna drop more Gretchens. Because this is the Scarab explosion turn, so we best be careful. You know what is the problematic situation right now? Next turn I can deal an inhuman amount of damage, but then I will lose the board and he can then explode with the Scarabs. However, on the other hand, if I don't do that, he's gonna do Scythe Assault and that's gonna be just as deadly. So this is a very, very scary situation, but in that case we just have to commit. There's not now no better thing that we can do here. Because if we don't commit, then he just wins. Very soon he just wins. Now we're gonna hope for our proper killie. If we get our proper killie, then he's done for. Yep, here come the Scarabs. Oh, and he has extermination too. Not good. Huh. Proper killie is what we need. We're not close to Will of Gork, which is bad, and we don't have a spanner to be able to do a Burn-a-Boy combo. And he goes phase. This guy is not thinking at all. Because right now, if I had my Green Horde, he'll be hit with the spanner combo next turn. He should not have gone face. He knows I have Makari right here. He saw it, so with proper killie, I would just finish him off. I don't think that was like how he should have played there, but well, if he wins, he wins. Can't judge. I think he has lethal with extermination, annihilation command. Maybe he just took a risk. We might have made a mistake by going face, to be honest. So with annihilation command, that's 24. Yeah, he might get us. We also made a mistake, but well, looks like there's no annihilation command there. Oh, self-destruction. Don't attack. Or maybe I should have attacked. I don't know. I'm not sure what kind of stuff those Necrons can pull. Okay, looks like I should have attacked. That's a mistake from our side as well. Not a big mistake though. We can live through that. Well, sometimes it's very hard to decide whether you want to risk attacking or not. I didn't risk attacking because I knew I had the combo with Burna and the spanner, so I could have protected myself in a scenario where, let's say he... Oh, wait a minute. Ah, okay, that's fine. In a scenario where he actually multiplied his scarabs. Now let me see lethal here. I don't want to miss it. Wait a minute. Is there a lethal here? Yes, there is. Okay, yes, there is. Now I see it. Let me be very careful with this. Let me be very careful with this, not to mess it up. Okay. Okay, that's good. Didn't intend to slow roll the guy. Just, you know. Yeah, that was a little bit difficult. That is one matchup that is super difficult, and I think that the decision that kind of won us the game there was that we decided to go face with all our Gretchen, even though he was gonna swarm the board. Usually, you're not gonna be this lucky against the Scarabs because, like, we had a beautiful opening and we had the burn a spanner combo and all that jazz, so sometimes it doesn't get that lucky. So, you know, you gotta be pretty difficult. You gotta be pretty careful with what decisions you make against the Scarab deck. You need to understand that they can deal stupid amounts of damage. Like, Oricon needs to just rebuild the board once, which is very easy, just to have a lethal combo. So it's very, very difficult to fight those. Okay, now the next opponent is Chaos. Now against the Chaos, I think even keeping Scorch Assault could be okay. Gretchen Mob is a kind of a waste, because what happens with the Scorch Assault is that with the Gretchen Mob is that you're kind of enabling them to do a good spawndom. Now against these guys, we're gonna get the Extraction Rig, simply because I don't need to summon more Gretchen against Chaos. That's usually not very good. Okay, so we got a very interesting play next turn. I'm gonna show, no, not next turn, sorry. The turn after that, we have a very interesting play with Extraction Rig, and I'm gonna demonstrate it to you. It can actually win us the game right off the bat. Okay, we're gonna rebuild the board again. So we're gonna go face. We're gonna attack with this. We're gonna drop the Greatest Borbas and drop Makari down right here. Next turn, let me show you what we're gonna do. I really hope he can't clear this board. He indeed can't clear the board, and there's gonna be a funny turn right now. Oh, actually, I could take this out right now with Pyromaniacs. Oh, this is a hard decision. I think I'm gonna go for the cheese anyway, cause I want to show you guys. So essentially, this is what you can build from this. It's usually pretty crazy. Now he can obviously take it out with this bad boy right here, but it's a very scary thing you can do right off the bat. And don't forget, even when you attack with this, it can get even more buffed. It's a little crazy, honestly. So what's his plan here? Honestly, I don't think it was a wrong play, because we still have board control and he still has to commit, and maybe Pyromaniacs is gonna be useful down the line. Okay. So which Dark Pact are you gonna give him? That's not gonna help you. Fortunately for me, that doesn't help you. I drop this, I drop this. I go here, then I go here, and I also go face. That was an interesting decision, though. I think he tackled it pretty well. It's just that I had a good answer for it. Oh, early Heldrake. That's like perfect. Kind of low rolling from his side here. There might be a pretty scary Spawndom this turn. I don't think he really needs Spawndom for this though. But he could play Spawndom into his Nurglite, but then I have means to take it out, so we're okay. We also have Will of Gork. And the Pyromaniacs if he doesn't take out my Grots. No, he does play Spawndom. Okay, yeah, I guess it's fine. I guess that's fine, actually. This could actually be a nice Pyromaniac play, to be fair. Or not. Let's not do that, okay? Let's actually not do that. Let's keep the Pyromaniacs for when it's actually like very impactful. Man, I really want to use it. Like I have a lot of fun using this card whenever it's possible. Together with Shootaboy it can also be pretty cool. Don't tell me you got another Spawndom? No, you don't. Aw, my Grot. You know what? I think this is a very good chance for Pyromaniacs. Yeah, it is. Oh, misplay. I could have played Makari there. Crap. Dumb misplay. Not a game-losing one, but still pretty dumb. Not something you would expect someone to do. Do I just do Will of Gork here? Yeah, probably. I don't see why not. I can still pull another Will of Gork through Puppet of the Wall. Ooh. That's a little scary. Do it like this. We get a cheaper vehicle too. I see a lot of people using Venom Crawlers lately. Is it really good? I kind of find it weird. I mean, it doesn't seem like too much of a bad card or something, but... Yep, that's what he... I think he did need to protect his face there. Yeah, there you go. If we didn't have proper killie, we would have just probably gone for Squid Boogie or something, so... Yeah. Okay, alright, alright, alright. Then again, he made the correct play because he wouldn't... It really wouldn't matter if he gained like 2 HP, so he just tried to regain the board. That was actually a smart play. Okay, let's go for game number 4. So for now, we had a Ghazghkull matchup, Oricon matchup, as well as a Abaddon matchup. So we'll see what's the what the last one is. I hope it's something interesting. The most uninteresting one, I guess, are the mirrors. Well, not exactly. I mean, probably it's kind of boring, but for you guys it's probably interesting because since there's a lot of Ghazghkulls right now, it's probably interesting how to fight the mirror matchup, right? So it's pretty good. I'm kind of feeling as if the Green Horde is a little bit of a waste in this deck, but there are situations where it can really help you out, so it's really up to you. Maybe you could get another Ghazghkull. There are some situations where it can really help you, so I guess it's still viable. If I were to replace it though, maybe I would go for another Ghazghkull or a Grot tank, or maybe even Unbridled Carnage. But Carnage is also a little bit meh because you're not really playing to swarm. You could also play Ghazghkull aggro deck, like just like I did with like what's his face, Grok the Face Ripper, with maximum 4 energy. But the thing is that it would not be as consistent as Grok, because Grok can draw cards like crazy. Come on, find an opponent, man. What's the problem? Let's retry. Yeah, there it is. Oh, okay, Boss Zagstruck. I'm gonna switch these two things off. Stormboy isn't gonna make a lot of difference because he can fly up. Scorch Assault can be good for AoE. Titanus Rectus. This guy plays a lot of Boss Zagstruck. I respect that, honestly. We're not gonna go face because he can trade very efficiently with his armor. Oh, Stormboy as well, huh? Interesting. Let's keep it like this. You might be thinking, but if you don't have so many vehicles, why have Mechboy Gazmech? It's because that the stats are very good. I'm not joking, like one of the main things is that it just has good stats. He really didn't get lucky there. Was kinda unlucky for him. Now what we're gonna do is this into Scorcha. And we're gonna go like this. We're gonna preserve the Grot. Fortunately for us, he's also card hungry because he doesn't have draw unless he plays Tides of Muscle. But we, on the other hand, have a constant supply of Grots, so that's always pretty good. Okay, so this is not too bad, honestly, because what I can do right now is I can play Gazmech, and if he doesn't have hard removal, there is quite a good chance that he doesn't have hard removal because he's only got 4 cards in his hand. I can then follow up with a Burna. And even if we don't count that, like we have a cheaper Warbiker now, which is always welcome. Yeah, he has more no mocking about, which is totally fine, honestly, in this case. And we have the Spanner. Please give it HP. Oh well, that also works. 7 damage is also great. I don't mind. Now he does have to play something to take out the Spanner, else it's gonna be a little ugly. Ooh, the Snazzy Wagon. No, not the Snaz Wagon, but the Squig Buggy. Rocket Truck Squig Buggy. Oh, I love that sound of the orcs, like oh. Now he needs to play Will of Gork or something else, because the Squig Buggy is not enough to take this out. It's certainly not enough. Green Horde once again dead in my hand. I am really beginning to wonder if maybe this is a mistake. I mean, I guess it could be. Oh yeah, now he's in trouble. Now it's either Will of Gork or death. After which I just take him out with proper killie. Yeah, in a mirror matchup of orcs, the first one who drops the Arch Shell kind of wins, because then the other Arch Shell can, the first Arch Shell can buff himself and, you know, just finish the game. Now him attacking face is actually a smart decision, because he probably knows that I can take him out with proper killie, but in the scenario where I don't have it, that can actually win him the game. So I think he made a smart choice there, attacking face. He was dead to proper killie anyway, so he just took his chances. Yeah, as I was saying about the Arch Shell, one of the problems with the Arch Shell is the second Arch Shell is very problematic, because the first Arch Shell is going to always win out, because then he can buff himself. I'm almost done with Chaos, by the way, guys. I have a lot of cards there. I need this random legendary. I also got a wild card from the Forge. I think I'll be able to deliver some Chaos goodies in like maybe maximum 2 days or something. Oh, and in one game we can actually get to spawn them. Okay, let's go for another game. What's our rank right now? 3899, I think, or 3888. Let me check, actually. Okay, we went over BJ. Alright. Time for the final game of this video, gentlemen. That was 4 games. Let's do the 5th game. Let's see if we lose the final one. A loss would also be interesting, because maybe you could see like how that can happen and how, you know, how that can roll. Please not an Oricon though, and whatever you want. Okay, Emotech. That's actually pretty interesting. Emotech is always an interesting matchup. Yo-Yo. Don't know who Yo-Yo is, but let's go. Against Emotech, really depends, yeah. Going first is not good, because I really don't like him getting the, what's it called again? I don't like him getting, Divination of Menhir, yeah. And I think you guys will see why. And we are definitely the aggro one in this matchup. We are the beatdown. We need to go face. He's just gonna attack and do the lightning on my face. I think that's how he should do it, yes. Never make the mistake of doing it on a grot, because it's not gonna make a difference. So we're gonna drop the Vanguard now. Go face again. Our hand is so-so, not too good. But we do have a Lich Guard answer though, which is great. Now here's the thing. Oh, we got a orc knob. You know what? We're gonna do this. And what we're gonna do is we are going to drop a Burna, just like that, to have a 5 ranged attack on the board. And keep our grots alive. Next turn, however, we have to commit. That's the correct play. I guess that's fine. Don't want to commit no mocking about to that. Ooh, okay. Okay. Then we do this. Tombblade is not too good. Divination of Men here? Yep, that's what I meant. That is usually not good. Why do I feel like he messed something up here? That's very good. Okay. We need a Will of Gork for Tomb World. If we don't get it, we might lose. Another Technomancer? Okay. Does he have Extermination Protocol? Oh, he prepared Divination of Men here for the next turn. I was about to ask, like, that's what I thought he messed up. So he essentially prepared himself for next... I don't get it. Something's not right about this. Something's not right here. What? Wait a minute. Okay, what? Am I going crazy, or did he play? I need to rewatch this video right after I finish it. Is it me, or did he play double Divination of Men here? Wait a minute, bro. Did he play 2 Divinations of Men here? Something's not right here. My head is starting to hurt. What the heck happened there? Okay, gentlemen, I'm genuinely confused. What? Am I too sleepy? Did I actually see him use 2 of those divinations? There you face my undying allegiance. Okay, Will of Gork is here. That's good. Go here. Then here. I'm still a little bit confused though. What am I missing? Did I imagine it? Can we not buff like the same Squig Buggy Snazwagon a billion times? I'd love to have like it spread across. Okay, another extermination. He's gonna take 9 damage up to his face, so it's worth it for me. Rock invasion, huh? Risky. That's a little risky. I'm gonna risk it. Does he go face with that? And then I might lose, because I didn't get front line. That was a bad risk, but I'm still confused about him using 2 divinations of men here. Yeah. We're gonna lose this, but honestly speaking, there's something wrong there. There was something very wrong there. Okay, boys, this was a misplay, by the way, towards the end of the game. I definitely should have taken this out. Like, it was a bad risk with Rock Invasion, but I certainly did see that Divination of Men here being used twice, I think. So I'm gonna double check that. Maybe I just imagined it. Anyway, thank you for watching, gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that deck. Last game, I think we lost simply because we misplayed, and if he did use 2 divinations, then, well, that's also one of the reasons that we lost. Anyway, thank you very much for the support. Comment what you would like to see, and I'll see you in the next one.